15 facts that prove Kate Middleton and Prince William's relationship is an act. It took Prince William a long time to finally make what a lot of people would call an otherwise easy decision. Is Prince William and Kate Middleton's marriage a sham? That's what a lot of people want to know. After all, they have always had a very unconventional relationship. And a lot of people wouldn't say that their story isn't what you would call a classic royal romance. As a matter of fact, it was the Duchess that happened to chase the Duke of Cambridge more than the other way around. It took Prince William almost a decade to propose to Kate Middleton so he could finally settle down with her and call her his wife. For fans of the royals, it took Prince William a long time to finally make what a lot of people would call an otherwise easy decision. If that weren't enough, Prince William and Kate Middleton don't like to show the world that they are a royal couple in love. In fact, their body language at royal engagements and public appearances is very telling. You could say that Prince William might just want to keep things professional, but a lot of people believe that he's hiding the truth about what is really going on in their marriage behind closed doors. With that being said, here are 15 reasons why many people think Prince William and Kate Middleton are faking it. 15. They never hold hands. I'm sure you've noticed by now that whenever Prince William and Kate Middleton are in public, they like to keep their distance. In fact, there are very few times that they actually hold each other's hands, give each other hugs, or even touch each other in public. As a matter of fact, we can't even remember the last time Prince William gave his wife a look of love. Also, Prince William was never in a hurry to start a family. At least, he didn't show it in public. And he never really sounded enthusiastic about his honeymoon stage with Kate, either. He once said, "We'll sort of get over the marriage first and then maybe look at the kids. But obviously, we want a family so we'll have to start thinking about that." 14. They never show PDA. It shouldn't surprise anyone that the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge don't like to show each other public displays of affection. Sure, they were very cuddly with one another while they were dating, or at least when they were dating and still happy. But Prince William isn't the kind of guy that likes to say "I love you" with his body language. Instead, it usually says "keep a few meters away from me." But then again, this might be all part of their royal image. After all, Prince William is the future King of England. He needs to be seen as serious at all times. With that being said, we sure do hope that William does show his wife affection behind closed doors, though. Otherwise, their marriage really is all doom and gloom. 13. William doesn't wear his wedding ring. Even though Kate Middleton loves to wear her wedding ring, and the crown jewels, mind you, Prince William isn't much of a jewelry man. In fact, he flat out refuses to wear his wedding ring in public. A lot of people think this is flat out disrespectful, but for William, it's a matter of preference. He's just not a bling guy. He doesn't like jewelry, and the palace issued a statement before their wedding saying so. Penny Junor, author of The Duchess, Camilla Parker Bowles and The Love Affair That Rocked the Crown, told Vogue in an interview a few years back. Considering that he's one of the biggest names in the celebrity world, you would think that he would make an effort for his wife, right? Come on, William. 12. They don't act like Harry and Meghan. Now, we know it's not fair to compare the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, but we are going to do it anyway. Sorry, folks, but the truth of the matter is, it didn't take Prince Harry 10 long years to realize that Meghan Markle was the woman of his dreams. The couple got engaged after less than 2 years together. For Prince William and Kate Middleton, it was an entirely different story. A lot of people like to say that Kate was chasing Prince William until he gave in and gave her the ring. She was persistent and didn't want to let go, despite being publicly humiliated, dumped and ignored by the future King of England. Of course, time will only tell if Harry and Meghan will last as long as William and Kate. Watch this space. 11. They focus too much on their kids. A lot of people have noticed that whenever Prince William and Kate Middleton are in public, they often put their focus more on their kids than on themselves. Of course, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Both Prince George and Princess Charlotte are young toddlers, after all, but you would think that they would at least steal a moment to give each other loving gazes from time to time. Right? But nope, that's not the case at all. They often look frazzled and out of breath with the kids. If that weren't enough, Prince William looks like he would want to be anywhere else but at a royal engagement with his kids. That's because his son, Prince George, is a handful. Also, we've seen Princess Charlotte in action, too. That little girl sure does love to have public meltdowns on airport tarmacs. 10. William's blend quotes. Again, we can't help but compare Prince William to his brother, Prince Harry. They might be royal brothers that are very close in age, but they sometimes act like they come from two very different worlds. And we have a feeling that Meghan Markle might have done a better job of snatching up the better catch, if you know what we mean. Also, whenever Prince William talks about his wife, he lacks enthusiasm. His quotes are very bland and dull, and sometimes he sounds like he's saying things just to say them. Take this quote for example: "I'm just very keen to have a family, and both Catherine and I, you know, are looking forward to having a family in the future." Ugh, yeah, we can just tell how excited you are, William. Sarcasm. 9. They refuse to work. Prince William and Kate Middleton are often called the laziest couple in royal history. That's because for years they've done the least amount of work per year compared to the older generation of royals. And unfortunately, it's only gotten worse. The media has even picked up on the fact that Prince William and Kate Middleton love to vacation more than actually do their full-time job. The public can sometimes go several weeks without seeing them do anything significant as far as their charity work is concerned. Yet, Kate once said, "I think I know I've been working very hard for the family business. Sometimes those days are long days, and I think if I know I'm working hard and pulling my weight, both working and playing hard at the same time, I think everyone who I work with can see I am there pulling my weight." 8. They don't celebrate their anniversary. As a lot of people have already noticed that Prince William and Kate Middleton aren't really into celebrations. In fact, they don't wish each other happy birthdays in public, and what's more, they don't celebrate their wedding anniversary, either. And if they do, it's usually in the privacy of their own home and behind closed doors. But you would think that William would at least get his wife a beautiful bouquet of roses or a new bling to mark the milestone, right? But again, nope. We are yet to see any evidence of William treating his wife like the special woman that she is. Also, get a load of this quote. Prince William said, "You hear a lot of horror stories about proposing and things going horribly wrong. It went really, really well, and I was really pleased when she said yes." 7. Their body language. You can try and fool the world as much as you want by insisting that everything is okay behind palace doors. But let's be honest, your body language will always give you away, no matter how hard you try to hide the truth. And that seems to be the case with Prince William and Kate Middleton. One standout moment was when they kissed in front of the public on their wedding day, and worse, it was a moment seen by the entire world. They were rather awkward with one another, to say the least. Body language expert Bianca Cobb explained, "It signals a disconnect, since people who are really into each other automatically close their eyes to feel the moment, the breath of the other person, and the sensation of lips touching." 6. They keep too much distance. A lot of royal observers have noticed that Prince William and Kate Middleton act very different whenever they are together and when they are apart during their royal events. In fact, the Duchess seems to be more cheerful, energetic and talkative when her husband isn't around. Could it just be a coincidence, or does Kate really do have a pep in her walk whenever William isn't around? That's what a lot of people want to know. Kate once put it this way: "There is no rulebook, no right or wrong. You just have to make it up and do the very best you can to care for your family." Is she trying to tell us something? We see the smoke signals, Kate. Eventually, the truth will come out. It always does. 5. They never break any rules. Sure, tradition and royal rules are one thing, but Prince William and Kate Middleton are regular human beings, too. I mean, they should be able to loosen up and live a little, right? Apparently, they don't. Unlike Harry, Prince William never crosses a line that he shouldn't. Plus, William really doesn't know a life outside of Buckingham Palace. Unlike Kate Middleton, he grew up in Buckingham Palace, so this is the only life that he knows. He's never really crossed other lines or paths for that matter. If he doesn't know how to show affection or be himself in public, that's because he wasn't directed to do so. Plus, a lot of people say that he has his father, Prince Charles' personality. He once said, "Being a small boy, it's very daunting seeing the Queen around and not really quite knowing what to talk about." 4. Their separate trips. Both the Duke and the Duchess of Cambridge like to go to separate royal events. As a matter of fact, It's been well noticed that Kate Middleton likes to go solo because she knows that she can have the entire spotlight on herself. Whenever Prince William around, he's the one that does the talking. But with Kate on her own, she can do what she does best, and that's smile, wave, and look pretty. As long as the cameras are there to capture every moment, that's all that matters. Another body language expert pointed out that Kate seems to be the more confident one out of the royal duo. She was always the one showing subtly stronger signals of confidence at royal engagements, and William's mimicry of her suggests he finds her confidence contagious. 3. It's all about their image. Both Prince William and Kate Middleton know that a divorce would be bad business for the both of them. In fact, their royal image is very important. A lot of people have even hinted that their marriage is more like a partnership at this point in their lives. He needs her as much as she needs him. Without Kate, Prince William is just another grumpy, balding royal. And without William, Kate no longer has access to the wealth and extravagant lifestyle that comes with being a member of the royal family. It's a two-way street. Also, let's not forget about Prince William's embarrassing ski trip to Verbier, Switzerland in 2017. He acted rather foolishly with his embarrassing dancing at a nightclub. Kate Middleton was reportedly furious with his behavior. 2. The Duchess is in too deep. Also, a lot of people have said that at this point, the Duchess is in way too deep. She can't walk away because not only is she heavily invested in the royal family, but because she doesn't have much to fall back on. It would be absolutely humiliating for Kate Middleton to go back to her family's party planning business. Also, she's never held a real job in her life. There's really not much that she can offer, other than to be a duchess and Prince William's fashionable wife. Kate once said, "Well, I think if you really go out with someone for quite a long time, you do get to know each other very, very well. You go through the good times. You go through the bad times. You know both personally, but also within a relationship as well." 1. They always look bored. And the number one reason why Prince William and Kate Middleton's marriage might be a sham: they always look bored. I mean, you can only fake it for so long, right? With Prince Harry and Meghan Markle in the mix now, a lot of people think that Prince William and Kate Middleton are slipping into the second tier. And honestly, we believe it. A lot of royal critics will agree that William and Kate are as exciting as watching paint dry or grass grow. They don't have the same energy, passion, or even electricity that Harry and Meghan have whenever they walk in a room. If anything, we see Prince William growing even more frustrated than he already is. The same thing applies to Kate Middleton. And don't forget that we told you so here first.